Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Netters Network Thursday Things. If you can drop in the chat, if you can hear me okay, that would be great. And then when Troy starts to talk, if you can hear him, that would also be wonderful. Of course, I have to introduce him because, he is my co-host. He is the love of my life, and you know him as that guy at the end of the bar. Yeah, the one that's always got those different drinks every week.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight, sweetie? And what are you sipping on? And I know it's not alcoholic.
I'm doing good. And I'm drinking a zero sugar grapefruit soda. And you have to introduce me because I don't want to talk before you do because it's your channel. But if they're gonna tell me if I sound good coming through the mic, I gotta do some talking.
That's true. So, I'm hoping y'all can hear us just fine. We're not coming through like...
robots?
No, I was going to say like far away or anything like
that.
Oh,
that too, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any comments in the chat yet, so...
Because they're on like a 30-second delay. We kind of figured that out, so...
Yeah, but it's been at least 30 seconds. So, yeah, let us know how we sound so that, we can make sure that we're coming through clearly. Otherwise, we either need to move the microphone or I gotta talk louder or something.
Yep.
And before we bring in our special guest for the night, I'm actually gonna go and say hello to the chat.
Yeah, you're doing the deleted scenes method. That's how he's been doing his show.
Oh, I know somebody else was doing that.
Yeah.
Before that, but it's like, why not? Let's
Sure.
say hello to the chat. We can get the chat all comfortable and warm and cozy before we bring out the main event.
Yep.
Because don't you want to get all comfy before you, see your main event?
Yep.
So first up tonight, we have Connie Cleary saying hello to everyone. Hi, sweetie. We got this Disney Sheepherder guy. Yeah. Popped in to say hello. We have Deleted Scenes giving his salute.
Salute.
We have... Last
yeah,
call,
keep an eye on that guy.
I have to. I live with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. That's the one I keep looking for.
There you go.
That's the most important one for me. Let's see.
Keep telling her that so she doesn't smother me in my sleep.
Evelyn Hampton, good evening, sweetie. Big Al presents. Have a great show, my friends. Hope everyone is staying safe and warm. We're in double digits. It's practically a heat wave.
Wow, yeah.
It's like 23 degrees, I think. Wait, where's my thing? Oh, it's down to 11 now.
Yeah. Well, it's still double digits, technically.
Right, but I mean, we were up a little bit higher. We were like 23 earlier.
Still not warm enough to melt the snow, but, yeah.
We have Storyman Jack.
Howdy.
And, of course, the beautiful Leia Rose. How you doing, sweetie?
Hey, Leia. Good to see you.
Let's see. And that brings me down to the bottom of all
and
my
we're
beeps.
caught up.
And we are caught up. So, tonight, we have oh, wait, I forgot one. Because she's popped in.
Hey, Maria.
Hello, Maria.
Maria was
sweetie?
live earlier today celebrating, what is it, 10,000 subscribers?
Dang.
But I went to check out the video and it's gone. So it must have been off the hook. If you guys had to take it down, it must have been just crazy.
Wow.
Celebrations can get out of hand, I know it.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's like, and I haven't even made my first 1,000 yet.
Yeah, exactly.
And here's Troy always saying, oh, you girls always get it so easy. It's like, yeah, so then how come you got more than me? Okay, so our guest tonight has had stuff happen.
It's been a wild ride.
So to preface, the last time he was on my channel, we had a great stream, and then poof.
He was
It's like,
gone.
What happened? Where'd he go? So he's going to tell us the story of what happened. And I'm going to present to you right now, Disney Sheepherder. How
Welcome
you doing tonight,
back,
sweetie? And what you sipping on?
Well, Stella Artois.
Stella.
I just got Meyer drinking water.
Yeah, fair enough.
Howdy in hell, everyone. Yeah.
Wow. So you were on with us. Gosh, what was it?
It's Sin's Corner. Hi, Sin's Corner.
Oh, hey, Sin. You were on with us. What was it in October, November last year?
I can tell you exactly when because I've got my
Netta's
little
going
schedule
to
up.
check it out just to be sure.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Last time he was on. Hold on. Was October 5th.
October. So it was October. So it was early in October.
Mhm.
And so I'm sure that most of y'all have already subscribed to Disney Sheepherder. But if you have not, please do so right now. Right click on that to open up another tab or open that link in another tab and just hit that subscribe button. And keep an eye on him because he's a slippery little sucker. He disappeared on us within a week or two of appearing on our last on the show back in October, and I was like, where'd he go? And I we've been when and any of you guys that have been on the channel with me or with Ned or whatever, we do the direct messages on social media and whatnot. So we had a conversation going with Disney Sheepherder. And all of a sudden, it was just me and Netter, and the whole history of him was gone.
Yeah, it just said the name, but
yeah,
no
just
comment,
the name,
nothing.
no comment. And then we tried to find his channel. It wasn't there. Tried to find his YouTube channel. He wasn't there. He's just completely yeeted. And I put out a concerned comment on Twitter. Does anyone know what happened to Disney Sheepherder? I get a DM from Culture Casino going, I don't know what happened to his channel. I said it's gone, and I explained the whole thing about the Twitter conversation. Everything goes, oh my gosh, I didn't know anything about this. I'll put out feelers, and that's all I knew until a good time later when you came back. So let's rewind back to I'm concerned, looking for you online. What had happened?
Well, they never actually gave a full reason. I just know it started with moving videos over to Rumble, and then it froze, and Rumble locked my account. Then YouTube locked my account, and Twitter. I guess they're all connected somehow. They sent me a private message asking me what was happening, and I told them I didn't know. So they told me they would lock my account just for safety purposes.
No, this was Rumble, right?
No. When I was moving videos from YouTube to Rumble, that's when Rumble locked me out, and then YouTube locked me out.
Okay, I'm following you. Okay.
Yeah, Twitter sent me a message because I guess they figured it out and said, we're going to lock your account until we find out what's going on.
Okay.
So somehow or another, all them people are interconnected.
Right. Well, I can tell you at least part of it. I do know that YouTube is owned by Google. I don't know how that relates to Twitter, other than, like I said, myself and some others were tweeting out, what happened to Disney Sheepherder, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. So that might be at least part of how they got to know about it. But
and I just got my Rumble back 3 days ago.
Rumble is slow. So this is something we were talking about back in the green room. I was having a conversation in direct message with Deleted Scenes there, because I know that he backs up to Rumble, Age of Boomer, myself, and I had it set to just sync up automatically. And it used to be that after I'd go live with Last Call, the next day I would see it pop up on Rumble. Okay, fine. I hadn't been paying attention. I look back and I see that 2 months of videos aren't there. The last one was the last one that was up was back in October, and it was that lesbian vampire retrospective that I did. So I'm like, what the heck? So I did a little searching on the Googles. Come to see that Pavlovsky, who owns Rumble, had tweeted out that Google or YouTube, or I guess they're one and the same, really, were throttling Rumble, and people were unable to back up to Rumble. So the thread, as it goes, I'm reading through, and people are saying, "Well, wait a minute. I can back up to BitChute. I could back up to I forget what the other one is. Starts with a W. I can't remember. But all these other ones work. Why not YouTube?" And he said, "That's an excellent," or "Why not Rumble?" or whatever. He's like, "That's an excellent question, Google. Tell us." And he went on to explain something about, he'll definitely be bringing this up in his lawsuit. Those of you that don't know, Rumble is suing YouTube over antitrust. Exactly this kind of thing. This is a perfect example. So yeah. Sin's Corner says, Rumble is doing some weird stuff with YouTube Sync. It's completely gone, and my video uploads haven't synced for months. See, same thing I was just saying.
I just went to Rumble, and I'm not finding any of my video uploads except for 3 from 3 years ago.
Yeah. So yours hasn't been doing it for a while, and so far no help from Rumble. Rumble can't do anything. It's not on their end.
But
At
I
least
used
that's what
to
they've told
have
us.
a whole bunch of my videos were over there, and now I'm not.
Keep
finding
in mind too that Rumble also has to go through the internet through Google. So this is why it's an antitrust thing.
Unless
I might have,
spot.
yeah, I might have been patient zero, and they locked me out of both.
Yeah, exactly. And this is not going to go well for them, just so you know. But how long did it take you to get your YouTube channel back up, and how did you go about it?
It was about a month, and they actually sent me an email.
YouTube
saying,
did.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did they say?
They just said that they're going to get my account, but I wasn't going to get my subs or views or videos for at least a week or two as it goes through their system.
Yeah.
But I did get everything back, all the subs and the videos, so it wasn't a complete loss.
No, I guess not. But it's
Rumble,
still just frustrating, right?
yeah, Rumble, I got nothing. They just allow me to stream, and so I'm not going to bother uploading any videos on Rumble. I'll just watch, like Rancor Steve or somebody's channel.
I suspect that's exactly why Google and YouTube are doing this. It's specifically so that people will stop using Rumble, because Rumble's their biggest competition. If they can kill the competition, they're the only game in town. So this is the first time I'm hearing it might be a YouTube Google issue. They had initially told me it just takes a while to. You know what, Sin? After the stream, I will, or unless Deleted Scenes, maybe you could forward her the link to that tweet that I put in the private chat to you earlier today, just so you can see what's going on with that.
Hey, Continuum Chronicles, just
CK, good to see you.
Hannah's telling me you recently need to catch up on sleep.
Totally understand.
Rest well.
Totally been there. Take care, my friend. So, wow, that's pretty wild. And that's not bad. I mean, it is bad. But for YouTube, 2 months, and they actually get back to you with a response. Yeah, that's a shocker.
They usually don't tell you nothing.
Do you think it might have been maybe some of the tweets out there tagging YouTube and Team YouTube and whatnot that might have gotten their attention?
I mean, I'm not really a conspiracy guy, but I mean, that kind of makes sense. You figure if you frustrate somebody who's on Rumble, and Rumble thinks that there may be an attack, or you may be a bot or something because of what YouTube's doing, and then they shut you down on both ends, and then YouTube lets you back in. But when Rumble lets you back in, it's a little bit more difficult. So you get frustrated because of it, and now you won't upload no new videos. So
Yeah.
maybe, like you said, they're they're doing stuff to upset people on Rumble, so they don't use Rumble as much. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. I did find that if I clicked on my picture on Rumble,
Uh-huh.
because the logical places to look for my videos
Yeah.
was along the side, and
Yeah.
it wasn't. So I happened to click on my, well, actually, it's naming my picture. It's just a white circle, and I'm seeing uploads that I done. They all say they're monetized. Yeah, so where's my money?
Well, but nobody. We're not because we're not telling people go watch them there.
But the latest one that I'm seeing is from 9 weeks ago. So that's the last time that they've synced any of my vids, and I've had shows since then that should have been
Yeah.
there, because everything I do on YouTube should be syncing
Yeah.
with Rumble.
I'm gonna have to do it one at a time, directly because obviously the syncing isn't working. But I actually have made some money on Rumble, 2 cents. But hey, it's more money than I'm seeing from YouTube. I'm not monetized on YouTube. But that's the thing about Rumble. You're kind of technically monetized from day one. You just need enough traffic to be watching the videos, for you to get any of that. But
And I wasn't even. I'm not. I don't even want to be monetized. And if I am, I'm not going to use it. I just like to communicate, make bad videos, and
I made
be
8
within that
cents.
community.
wow, Netter's made more than me on Rumble. She's made 8 cents.
But then again, I don't
Yeah.
live stream, so I'll never
True.
get the hours. I mean,
Yeah.
I got maybe let me see, 400 hours of view time on my videos.
That is the challenge, right? Because
Yeah,
live streaming gets you view time,
yeah,
but if you're not doing that at all and you're just putting out short form videos, the
Yep.
only way you get the views and the likes and the engagement and whatnot is if you put out something that happens to go viral. That's really the only way, and that's a long shot, you
Yeah.
know.
I've had a couple of videos go over 50,000, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, Sin's made 41 cents. So look, I mean, we're all in the money here. Because Rumble, look, for all the problems we're having with Rumble, at least there's some money to be made there.
But it doesn't say how much you need to earn before you can cash out, because it's not letting me cash out that 8 cents.
I figure it's got to be more than a postage stamp. But I mean,
Yeah, it's probably got to be something like, well, let me see. If I hit cash out, okay, minimum amount to cash out is $50.
okay, that seems fair to me. Sin, to answer your question though, is the YouTube sync section missing on your channel too? I'm assuming you mean on Rumble. No, it's not missing entirely, but it's always turned off. And I went to turn it on today. It wanted me to link it up like it was my first time, and then I got to like an error screen saying, we can't do that at this time. It's like, okay, I see how it is, YouTube. There you go. But good. Yeah, and deleted scenes. We're in the money, right? It's more than zero. It's enough to keep me interested in Rumble anyway. They've got a lot of issues over there. I noticed they just recently, or at least I only just noticed recently, that you can set up your videos in like lists, like playlists. You could save to watch later. You could save to playlists and whatnot. So it's like, okay, good. You're finally getting that. But it takes time, I guess, and money. And they don't have Google type money. They're
And I'm not going to shame
no.
Rumble. I think they're a good streaming service. I know a lot of people who swear by them, and they do some good shows on there.
Somebody said that I'm going to have to get a hold of somebody to help me figure out. It's easy to stream to Twitter and to Facebook and to YouTube through StreamYard, but I have not figured out how to do it with Rumble, so someone's going to have to help me out with that.
I don't even know how to do it on Twitter, like even what it looks like on Twitter, when you do that?
I'll show you. Or you know what? You could check out Deleted Scenes. He simulcasts to Twitter. But in fact, I might be hitting you up, Deleted Scenes, to talk me through the concept of the simulcast. But we'll talk about that later. Welcome, Jesse Guajardo. Hey guys, sorry I'm late to the stream. What did I miss? We are talking about how since October, when Disney Sheepherder was last on with us, his Twitter and YouTube and Rumble got yeeted all at the same time, and we
thought there was some weird conspiracy going on. We're like, oh my gosh, what
well,
happened?
the first thing we thought was something happened. Yeah, everyone was concerned about you. That was the first concern.
So of course everyone's putting out feelers to everyone else, going, "Have you heard from him? Can you contact him?
How can you get in touch with him?
Yeah.
Make sure he's okay." But then after that, when you came back on YouTube, or maybe it was Twitter, I don't remember which one I noticed first. I said, "Okay, it looks like he's back," and it's really been since then. We've been trying to get you back to tell the story, but yeah, we are talking. We are putting together some clues, some we're putting the pins in the cork board and hanging up the string, and
Yeah. If it makes it any easier, they never said, not Twitter, not Rumble, not YouTube. They never said why. They asked me.
I would bet you dollars to baked beans that neither one can, because of the lawsuit going on. They can't. YouTube can't admit that they're doing something to Rumble. Rumble doesn't have maybe the evidence, or who knows? There could be a number of reasons that would hurt their case if they said anything. So
I mean, I just thought it was so odd because it's not like I got a big channel, and
No.
and I'm not a name, so it was just kind of odd that it went the way it did.
Literally is. It looks like it literally is YouTube just punishing people for backing up to Rumble.
And to go back to what you said earlier, I appreciate that y'all were concerned and y'all cared.
Yeah.
I sent as many messages out to as many people as I could once I got at least it halfway taken care of.
Yeah.
It's like I say at the end of every stream, you guys aren't just our friends, you're family.
Yeah, and you notice when family isn't where they're supposed to be.
Exactly. It's
And
like,
you start
okay,
asking
we haven't
around.
seen so-and-so for a while. Anybody seen them, heard from them, because I know life happens sometimes. You don't have a chance to come and, check out people's streams, but it's like, if something happened, and you need help, we're there for you.
Absolutely.
And
so because it's been a little while, and we do have some new faces in the group today that weren't here in October, maybe give us the 30,000 foot overview. Tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about your channel and what kind of content you're putting out.
As far as my channel, I mean, the truth is, my videos aren't very good.
None of ours are, but it's fun.
Exactly. I do it for fun. I keep them short. I don't talk politics. I don't do the hate, lies, and division. I just, if a movie or television show is out and I review it, I just say, look, I was either entertained or I wasn't.
Yeah.
And I'll put out a couple of educational videos. Like I did one a while back about Mickey Mouse and Steamboat Willie, explaining to people what the copyright laws are and what you're allowed and what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
And like they copyrighted my video, but they still allowed it to run, and they just removed the copyright because I predicted they would on January 1st. And so now that video is not copyrighted anymore. So I thought that was. They stuck to their word, so I give them credit for that.
Yeah, there you go. And how often? You were just saying before that you don't really do live streams. You just put out short content videos.
Except for my sleep video, I got a 45-minute sleep video. If you want to go to sleep, I got a video for that.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, people watch it. It's got over 50,000 views. So
I'll tell you what, there are people. There is a whole community doing that ASMR on YouTube where people go and hear the soft music or the chimes and the... Netter even has one. It's the sounds and view of a 3D printer printing.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like ASMR. She put it out as an ASMR video, so why not?
Yeah, because people like those kind of soothing sounds, or just even watching it can be mesmerizing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I chose the shortest 3D print I could do, and had that going, and I was glad it didn't mess up.
Actually, that might have made it good for a good video too, because there gets to be that one point where it goes caca, and then the extrusion just goes all over the place.
Now, what it does, it'll start going in circles.
Oh, I see.
And then you just see whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's just going around in a circle. It's like, okay, it's not doing anything.
I'll tell you this, though. I have a lot of fun playing with that YouTube algorithm, because I'll have videos that'll get 5,000 views, and then the very next one, I get 5. So
yeah, there doesn't seem to be any kind of rhyme or reason to it. That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun to play the game and see how it works out.
And real quick, saying hi to Gorilla's Random Thoughts.
Hey, Gorilla.
Hey there. For some reason, you didn't pop up in my subscriptions. See, this is exactly what we're telling you. It's you gotta watch, because YouTube really does unsubscribe people. And hit that notification bell.
So please resub. I'd appreciate that.
You know. But yeah, no, that's
No, I've had to resub both y'all. I know I had to do you one time, Troy, and twice for you, Netter.
Wow.
So it does happen.
Yeah, I had someone. She's actually going to be a guest on my show in a couple of weeks. Her name is Sci-Fi Mombi.
Yeah.
I subbed to her, and then like 2 days later, she showed up in my chat for Thursday Things, or maybe it was the Saturday rewatch, one of the two. I think it was a Thursday Things, and I went to drop her link for her channel, and I wasn't subscribed, so I had to resubscribe to her.
I tell people, subscribe to her. She is so positive. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I like people who are that way. She is just so full of life and energy.
Well, what's great about Sci-Fi Mombi is she's really all over the social medias too, and that really does help. You know, when you have someone sharing out your videos, you know, liking your comments and whatnot, really does help.
Yeah, Gorilla Random Thoughts said that it was still sub, but the stream wasn't at the top like the other 5 streams going on.
Oh,
yeah,
I see what you mean.
I noticed that sometimes, like, I'll have some other YouTubers at the top, and then, like, let's say I'm looking for, like, deleted scenes or something, or even Troy, and it's not there at the top saying that they're live or going live. It's like, what the heck, you know? And Jesse Carter said, I know if you make a video about Legos, you'll get a ton of views. Honey, we gotta buy some Legos.
No.
But if anything, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say it drives me crazy, because if we just chase after the things that are doing well, because I was having a couple of YouTubers tell me, "Oh, you've got to start watching those the films from India. If you do reviews of those Indian films, you know, people go crazy and they'll start subbing to you." And I'm like, I already have too many movies in a list that I haven't had a chance to see. I'm not going to add a whole other genre. And then, you know, it's now Lego. I collect too many toys as it is. I don't need a whole other branch of toys to start collecting.
No,
and those things are expensive too.
Yeah.
What you can do is what you used to do to
What?
just our buddy Stan, take your action figures, put them in weird
Oh
poses.
Everybody in our age group, you know, grew up with Star Wars action figures. Well, when we were in
G.I. Joe, Barbie.
G.I. Joe, right. And when we were in college, I'd get together with a buddy of mine. He's oftentimes in the chat, not tonight, but he'd have, you know, his brother would have this display of the action figures up on his dresser, And but he'd be out at work, so I'd come in and I'd put them into weird compromising positions, and he'd know that I was there. And, you know,
But he would wait to see how long did it take him to notice.
I waited to see how long it took before he'd you know. But and you know, it'd be interesting what you could do with 5 points of articulation. I had someone tell me the same thing about Indian movies. Depends on the movie for me. If I'm interested, I'll watch. If not, I won't. One of my Indian movie reviews did get a ton of views. See, yeah, I'm with you, but, you know, again, I can't go chasing everything that's popular. Although I'll tell you, of all the movies that I saw last year, I think I saw about as many South Korean films. There's a lot of good movies coming out of South Korea now.
Very much so. Television shows, too.
Jesse says the nice thing about Legos is that you can make custom Star Wars figures.
Oh, Troy's made custom Star Wars figures.
Maybe I'll show off a couple of my custom figures.
The last one you did is really good.
It's not even finished yet, but I'll show it tomorrow night on Last Call.
See, my thing is, yeah, I can chase after the things that are popular, but then all of my videos would be about things I'm not really interested in.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't really be my channel anymore that I'm trying to grow. It would just be, I'm putting this out there just to get subs. And, you know, I have talked about this so many times where I'm not looking after subs for me. I'm looking to get subs for you. Because whenever I hit those milestones, that's why I'm giving stuff away. And it's just like, hey, give me to the next milestone so you can win stuff.
Yeah, and
and
there's also the
try
fact
to make it fun.
The bigger your network gets, the more you can, you know, help other people with their channels and whatnot. I mean, it's really what it is, what it's really all about.
Gorilla Random Thoughts said most of my Walton's reviews get 30 views, but for some reason the Airmail Man episode almost has 200.
Huh.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That
I think
really
my
is
biggest
interesting.
one that I had was when I started doing the Charlie Brown specials. One of them's got like 5,000 or 6,000 views.
Nice.
But then I got some nasty comments on there like, why can't I actually watch it? You're just talking.
Oh god. Because it's like, people, you know,
It's a
this is how
commentary.
YouTube works, right? You know,
That's what we say. The
if
link.
but lately, since we've been using Cosme to, you know, watch off platform, if you know, and I'll tell people in comments, hey, you subscribe and watch live with us. You know, you can watch live with us. It's just you can't watch it on the rewatch.
Yeah, and Sin's Corner says, yes, exactly. I want to be personally interested in the subject, not just because I want views. Because it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be a view whore, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, come to my channel and watch this. I mean, if I wanted to be a view whore, I'd be on OnlyFans.
Right. I've only completed one Lego collection, and that was the 2015 Lego Jurassic World. I've heard a lot of people. I mean, you guys know I follow the toy community, and I don't know much about Lego, but yeah, I've heard a number of people talking about the Jurassic World Legos. Apparently, that's a big thing, and not only that. I guess there's people in the Lego community. If Lego hasn't put out a play set or whatever, there's people making custom stuff, and then they put out the recipe for how you can make, you know. I just watched one on Michael French's channel on Retro Blasting talking about how to make the big German tank from Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And he had to buy all these bricks and everything, and, you know, then he has to, you know, sort them and find them and put the thing together. I'm like, that's dedication. That's a lot of work. But, you know, everyone's got their thing. I just can't take on another thing. I got way too much going on. There's only so many hours in the day, and I'm getting to be an old fart. But anyway. So what kind of videos you think are you looking to make in the new year in 2024?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it because I haven't defined my channel yet.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's me. If I define, then that means I'm taking it a little too serious. And I'd rather just throw up a video and see what happens, you know, and don't bore people. Just
that's kind of how I'm attacking the Friday night stream. What are we going to talk about tonight? You know, whatever's on my mind. And sometimes I'll get a guest. We'll talk about their thing. sometimes tomorrow night is going to be just a free for all. It's just going to be, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to pour a drink and open up the chat and say, what do you guys think we should talk about? You know,
I mean, if anything, I might do a live stream, not trying to get people to watch it, but just do one just to put it out there. You know, like I might just play a video game and record it. You know,
there you go. I mean,
I don't really know what I want to do.
I suspect if I were to go back to like one of my first, like my first live stream, I would just cringe. I would just, you know, but you got to do your first one to work out the kinks, to get used to it. You know, I think my streams have gotten better over time. You know, I think I've gotten to know what I'm doing a little bit better. You know,
if anything, I'd rather just get on other people's streams and just be the guy who only talks when asked questions.
You want to be like Mikey the Mexican Iron Man? Is that how you're going to do it?
Nah, he talks a lot.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not really good with talking too much. I mean, unless you bring up Star Wars, because there ain't nothing anybody's going to trick me on there. Even the stuff people talk about saying they don't like it, or it's this or it's that. Well, I'm such a geek. I watch everything that's related to Star Wars. I read everything related to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Of course, right now it's Star Wars because it's
Star Wars, exactly.
You know, I don't know where it went wrong, but I mean, you get a couple of good episodes here and there, depending on what you're watching, and then you get excited, and then it goes the way of the dodo bird, you know.
Yeah, real quick, I want to say goodnight to Sin's Corner. She's got to get some rest.
Take care and be safe.
And apparently, Deleted Scenes is going to be starting an OnlyFans. Okay, well, we'll have to make sure that Lady V knows about that. Troy, I always wanted to make fan fiction narrative stories in comic book form and post them on YouTube. Jesse, now is probably the best time to be doing that because you have nowadays people are using that AI art. Check out on my channel. I did 2 videos and then I got busy with other things. But I was starting a series telling the story of a particular Dungeons and Dragons adventure that me and my crew did over the course of many years.
Hold on one sec. Good night, Sin's Corner.
Yep. Good night. And so I was using AI art, and you know, as it gets better and better, I think the videos are going to get better and better too. So look into that possibility.
I just spent a bunch of money and bought one of those programs. Oh my God, you can do anything. And I was just going to put it out there to people, say, hey, if you want something, DM me. Describe exactly what you want. I'll enter it into the computer and see what it comes up.
You know what you could do? That actually would be a great idea for a live stream. Take suggestions from the panel and show people what you come up with. And sometimes you get some crazy stuff.
And the detail is unbelievable. I made a video, I don't know if a couple of weeks back, and I was using the ploy of who's going to be the next Princess Leia. Apparently, they're going to redo the only trilogy, the original trilogy, and I found like 20 women actresses that I thought, here's their chance to make it. So I pulled them and put them into that AI.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they all came back and looked just like them.
Yeah, exactly. I
mean, flawless. And then I had them in a Jedi cloak, holding a lightsaber, the whole 9 yards. And it was just, and some of them looked like they owned the part.
Yeah, exactly. And I think and I see a lot of YouTubers doing it, actually. You see it, you kind of know there is that slightly cartoonish kind of around the edges kind of look to it. So you kind of know it's that AI art, but darn, it is
Well, that's
better
just
than they can
it.
take a
They
draw.
got different ones depending on what program you buy.
Oh,
You could
yeah.
go with the artistry type. You can go
Yeah.
with whatever, but then they have real.
Like
I mean,
photorealistic.
and it looks real.
Jesse is worried.
Tricky.
Jesse says he's worried about the copyrights. Right now, that's not something that you need to worry about with AI art. Right now, there's case law that pretty much says if it comes from an AI, it's so far removed from what it's sampling, you can't really get hit with a copyright. Now, what you do have to be careful of, and most of the AIs kind of prevent this anyway. Don't run afoul of a trademark, right? So don't use something that's visibly, clearly modern day Mickey, right? Or the logo of Disney or something. But you'll notice that when you use those AIs, they have a real problem with words. So if you tell it, make me a logo in the style of whatever, the words are all going to be gibberish. Although the pictures might be pretty good.
Oh, no.
I can give you a clue to trick that.
What was that name that, what was he? Some guy he had, Watiti.
Taika Waititi?
And she called him my titty.
Oh, yeah, I don't even remember, yeah. Yes, that's the other thing. There's the AI voices, and a lot of YouTube channels are literally just AI voices reading off a script. And if you pay attention, every now and again, especially on names and stuff like that, it pronounces them really weird, and it's like there's no way a human came up with that pronunciation. But I'm sorry, cut you off there, Sheepherder.
No, you didn't cut me off. No, I was just going to say the best thing to do if you run into any word problems, break out a thesaurus.
Yeah,
I kid you not. And say if you're using the word, like sometimes they get all tricky if you put anything in there that might end up being like blood and guts.
Yeah.
Like if you say the term war.
Yeah.
So my recommendation, and it works because I've tricked them to death, is just take that word war, put it into the source, and then find every other phrase or terminology that's used for it, but isn't used on a daily basis.
Right.
And it will accept it.
Yep.
Okay. Not to give people bad thoughts about doing something shady, but if you were looking for like topless or something like that,
yeah,
you use the word disheveled or unclad.
Wow.
Like I said, if you do that, it's going to know what you're talking about. But whatever algorithm that they got that's trying to catch things to where you can't you can't put somebody in a grave, it's a joke. You can, you just got to use different words that mean that.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I mean, be nice when you make your videos or whatever. I'm not trying to give away dirty things, but what I'm saying is use your imagination.
Yeah, and most importantly, I think the best thing to do too is use the AI art, and Jesse brought up the problem with fingers. I was watching a great video on YouTube talking about why it has problems with legs and fingers and stuff, and it's because we call it artificial intelligence, but it's nothing of the kind. It's generative art. It's large language models.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with intelligence. The program doesn't understand human anatomy. It doesn't understand, how.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And if you think about perspective, right? Think about a hand, right? Unless you have the hand up, palm up, facing you, and seeing 5 fingers, if it's down at your side, you may have a couple of fingers behind other fingers. You're only seeing 2 or 3. Oh. So the computer doesn't understand that, doesn't understand perspective or what's behind it or in front or whatever. It just looks at what it thinks might come next, and sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad.
Yeah.
So
And
I
to fix
encourage.
that,
Oh yeah, go ahead. I was going to get to that. Go ahead.
yeah. Well, I was just going to say, because you brought it up, and I get excited when I hear this
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of new technology and stuff. Uh, I can help you with that hand thing. Two things. One, make sure you're holding something, and your hand will be
Oh, sure,
perfect.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And then two, when you describe, say arm is out, slightly bent.
yeah,
Okay, you need to describe something of that arm or hand just
yeah.
briefly, and it'll make it. But
And it'll focus on that.
if you
Yeah,
just say something plain, it's just going to really concentrate on the body and the face. But
yeah.
you got to be specific for the legs, saying okay, their legs are they're standing, knees slightly bent, arms out, elbows slightly bent, and trust me, it'll come out really nice.
The other thing I was going to suggest is, it's just like woodworking, or even working on your car. Right tool for the right job. You don't drive a screw with a hammer. And I would say, I don't
Well,
know.
you can, but not going to
Well,
get
it's
good
it's
results.
it's not going to yield the kind of results you're looking for. If you get something that's close but not exactly right, I don't know if you're using like Midjourney. Midjourney's the one I use. With Midjourney, and I'm sure they're all similar to this. With Midjourney, you get the option to get variations. So you're like, I like this one, give me variations of this. And you get 4 different variations.
Hmm.
Sometimes what I'll do is I will download all 4 of those, bring them into Photoshop, and take the elements of each one that I like a puzzle. And then
Yep.
maybe I'll go in and I'll like, okay, let me just take out that extra finger, or whatever. I had one where it was I had the characters in the D&D thing were fighting like a giant crab or whatever, and instead
Mhm.
of the number of legs a crab should have, it had like a whole bunch. So I'm like, okay, let me just go in and take out some of those extra legs.
There is actually an extra finger that you can buy that'll kind of go like over your ring finger and middle finger, so it's kind of like between, or like kind of over like one of them, so that if someone takes a picture of you and you happen to be a criminal, you can say, that's not me, that's obviously AI.
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. I love that. That's great.
Because AIs usually have extra fingers.
That's absolutely true. Okay, so yeah, and you know what? This has been a great conversation because I don't think enough people are talking about how much Sometimes it's just fun to just go in and poke around with the art just to see what comes up. Um,
Yeah, I
and
got the photo director program.
Photo director. Okay, okay. Is that an online thing or is that a download thing?
I bought it,
Okay,
so I
gotcha.
don't know. It may be online, but you can do so much with it. It's not even funny. Um,
Yeah,
you can do AI sketch, AI anime generator,
yeah.
AI scene generator, background removal, background replace. You can do your AI image enhancer. You can
When
do generator.
like
So
20,
much.
20, 15, 20 years ago, when I saw some of the fan films that were coming out for Star Wars using, Blender back then were so good. I was like, it's not going to be long before people are going to be able to make movies as good as Hollywood. Did not
Hmm.
think that we would get to a point, and I'm seeing it now, where some of the fan films are better than what Hollywood is putting out. Now, part of that is because Hollywood has lowered the bar so much that makes it so much easier, but still in all. But yeah. So we should probably wrap this up because we are getting to the end of the hour. Is there anything that you want to mention, anything you got coming up in the near future that you just want to let people know about outside of, hey, everybody, make sure you're subscribed to Disney Sheepherder because you
Well,
should, because it's a good channel.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not. I don't beg, but I appreciate the subs. It just makes you feel better. Like even though I just hope to improve my videos. If
Yeah.
anything, I may start doing a few fun videos on this AI. I got
Yeah.
the video thing, and or I just might with my travels. I might
Uh-huh.
just start uh, every country I go to or state or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just go track down some sheep and videotape some sheep and put it online because I don't know. I don't get many comments, but the
Yeah.
ones I get, people want sheep. I don't understand it, but I get it. They go, I want sheep videos, sheep videos. So maybe
Yeah.
I'll just do that and stick to my name.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, well, good, good. I think everybody has heard me talking about Last Call tomorrow night, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, enough times to know not only when and where, but what we'll be talking about. You guys, you guys are the ones that are going to tell me what we'll be talking about. So that's tomorrow night. Saturday night, be back here at 9 Central, 10 Eastern live so that you can watch along with us on Netters Network.
I love how you prompts me for my own channel.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching The Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, we will have the Cosby link so you can watch along. And if you happen to watch in the future, I hope you got your own copy.
Yeah, that's just it. Watch it live. You can watch along with us. If you don't watch it live with us, you're going to have your own copy.
And Sunday.
Sunday's a big deleted scenes day. He's on with Jedi Bill in the afternoon with Western Cinema. A little bit later on in the evening, I think that's 7 Central, 8 Eastern, unscripted. And then you could jump over to deleted scenes, to Aged Boomer's channel for
from
Geeky
deleted
Geezers.
scenes to deleted scenes.
Yeah, exactly. Jump over to Geeky Geezers for your weekly dose of geek news. We're going to be talking a little bit of Disney. We're going to be talking about Nelson Peltz. We're going to be talking about some very interesting things happening over there as far as the financials over at Disney. It's going to be an interesting 2024 for Disney. Let's see what else. And then, of course, midnight if you're on the Eastern Seaboard, 11 o'clock if you're Central. The other side of midnight with deleted scenes. That's a great way to close out the weekend. And then next Tuesday, again, on Deleted Scenes channel. Deleted Scenes is a busy guy. With me and Netter and Aged Boomer on Deleted Scenes for live from Sparkwood in 21. We will be watching the next episode. I think it's the 4th episode. Pretty sure it's the 4th episode of the 2nd season of Twin Peaks. We'll watch that together and do a deep dive on that. And that is the week in review, and I am done. What did I
Then
miss?
next Thursday.
Oh, yeah, next Thursday.
It's like, hello. We always do Thursday to Thursday.
You're right. Thursday to Thursday.
Next Thursday, right here on Netters Network, Thursday Things, my special guest will be someone who's in the chat tonight.
Yep.
Sin's Corner.
Sin's Corner.
I'm so excited to have her on.
Yep. Looking forward to that.
So it's like, yeah, we're going to be having Sin on. It's going to be great. And of course, to our guest tonight, Disney Sheepherder. We're so glad you're back.
Yes, absolutely. We
Thank
really
you
did
for the
miss you.
support.
Absolutely. We're here for you. And as PJ from Orville Nation says, together we grow.
Exactly. Together
And
we grow.
sometimes it's not even about growing. Sometimes it's just about supporting, you know? So,
Deleted Scene says Western Cinema presents the Oxbow Incident Sunday at 3 p.m. Did you say that?
I did not,
Okay.
but I seem to recall Deleted Scenes. Didn't you say that the Oxbow has fallen into public domain too? That'll be interesting. Probably talk about that a little bit on the show too.
And Jessica Hardo just subbed to you, Disney Sheepherder.
Awesome.
So.
See, I knew we'd get you at least 1 or 2 new subs.
Yeah, it's like I find that most of my guests get anywhere from 3 to like 5, 6 subs when
Yeah.
they've been on here.
Yeah.
Because if the people in the chat don't know you, well, then they go check you out and then they sub to
As
you.
I always say, if I like them and you like me, you'll probably like the things I like. So
And then
make
they'll
sure
tell
you
their
subscribe.
friends, hey, you gotta check this guy out. And then they sub. So, yeah.
All right, I'm done. I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, you always say that.
I know.
At the very least, I'm good for a laugh, even if it's
Yes.
even if it's at me.
That is
So,
how
so
I
who's
think
this
it is.
clown making this video?
There you go.
Well, I hope, my lovelies in the chat, that you are subscribed to me, Troy, and our special guest, Disney Sheepherder, and that you are subbed to one another.
Yeah.
And if you think that you're already subbed to us, please go back and double check because, YouTube sucks. And, it takes away subs all the time. There are times when I will get, let's say I get like 7 subs in a night, and then the next day they're still there, and then the day after I've lost like 5 of them. It's like, what the heck, It makes me crazy when they do that. It's like, leave my subs alone. Leave everybody's subs alone. I mean, for the really huge YouTubers, it doesn't matter if they lose 1 or 2, or even 5. But for us small timers, it's like, every sub counts, and it screws with the algorithms because then, we're not getting that interaction like we're supposed to. Something else that you can do to encourage one another is go to people's channels, open them up a new tab, and for the videos hit play all, and then just go about your day. And this way they get watch time, they get the engagement, and it helps with the algorithms on that, so that hopefully like some of their vids get suggested by YouTube, because I get the suggested for you ones all the time, and that also helps. And with that, y'all know what I always say. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it is so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. Hi, DJ Ronnie G.
Yep.
We're just wrapping up here. And it's like, where did I leave off? And it doesn't feel like I say, let me start again.
Yes.
Y'all know what I always say. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun, but it is so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You are our family. So when one of my, my regulars disappears, or like Disney Sheepherder had disappeared there for a bit, we do get concerned, and we will be putting out feelers going, has anyone heard from this person? You are our family. We're there for family. We watch out for family, so remember that.
Yeah, and I don't know if I told you this, Netter, but I did tell Troy a while back. I told him, I said, because he was out looking for me, and when I did get in touch with him, I told him, I said, you got your lifetime fan for that, because you didn't have to. And I'll say it to you now in front of everybody. Same thing.
Thank
That
you.
meant a lot, because that was odd. I didn't do anything to get jacked like that, but
Right.
I guess stuff happens.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, like I said, anyone goes missing, we want to find out, are you okay? Do you need anything? Because I know we had another person that had disappeared this, I think it was earlier last year sometime, and then we came to find out that he had passed.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, that explains a lot.
Gotta keep in touch with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just come to someone's channel and just say, just want to pop in and say hi. Just so we know you're okay. If you can't stay, that's fine. But just pop in and say hi so we know you're okay. And I recommend that for everyone. Like, I go to Maxwell's Entertainment. He's also a good friend of ours. His name is Trey. And, of course, I got Troy. And so I'll pop over there and it's just like, can't stay. I'm actually on my own stream. Just want to pop in and say hi. So that, we're keeping in touch. And that's what family does. We keep in touch. We make sure that everyone's okay. Because we love you guys. And we do appreciate you so very much. And you could be anywhere right now. but you chose to be here, and that is so encouraging. So I want to thank you all so very much again for being here, joining us. And I know you're here for Disney Sheepherder because you're glad to see him back too. But we will definitely see you next time. So good night, everyone, and God bless.